Awful, awful. Oh, well, that's just gonna throw us on here. In here, alright. Moped on a cliff, so it would seem. Alright, now we're chilling with some, creepy witch thing floating next to us. Let's minimize a bunch of stuff. Okay. I'm not familiar with Card Hunter, but No Home is, but Zindo is pretty awesome. No Home. Zindo is kind of like formalized Mao in a lot of ways. Like I still prefer Mao, but Zindo was pretty cool when I played it. Hello, little one. Took a wrong turn somewhere. How did a shrimp like you end up in here? You must have done something really stupid. Anyway, the entrance is right behind me. Right stick to aim, left stick to move. Purple orbs by holding E. Last I checked, my controller does not have an E key. But, okay, well, we gotta hold E, apparently. I'm looking at the UI in the corner. Cut off text can change colors by pressing left and right on the D-pad. Oh, there we go. There's our color change. We could be a bee. We could be a bee. Yeah, I can see that instant. I will put the off playthrough on YouTube fairly soon too. Oh. Alright. Shoot out, that's my onion ring attack. Oh, apparently that's limited. I just burned my special attacks. So much for the special attacks. Alright, there's our dash. Very low cooldown on the dash. Also very short dash. Hey, Gamma Funk. There's a card-shaped keyhole here. I think this is just filler stuff. Remember, this is an alpha. This isn't an almost done beta. This is a pretty early version of the game, so. Oh man, there's so many ducks in this tower. Get that money automatically, right? Or do I have to get to it? Looks like you do have to get proximity on the money. Who's that? Reflective Belt. 2. Improves spell resistance. Okay. Oh, I've got well, I tried to dodge, but we reflected it, so that was good. Ocean of Health, yeah, seems like a good thing. Wait, what happened to the rest of my special attacks? I only wasted 1 of 6 I supposedly had. I thought. I want to use my spell gun. Okay, we leveled up apparently. Let's see. How's the volume, by the way? Oh, the charge used more than one. Gotcha. Some water and a hobo coming in here. What is all this madness? So many madnesses. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I assume that actually means curse, like traditional roguelike cursed. Do I need to, like, leave the floor? Book of... Oh, yeah, I can't equip it. I'm cursed. I'm dead, actually, aren't I? Floor cleared. And I'm dead. I'm still talking after death. In fact, it's broken. The text is broken after death. Let's also turn the volume down a little bit. Alright, alright. Oh god, I missed everything! Like, alright, let's use a super-powered Uber attack to take, like, everything out. Nope, we're just gonna miss everything. Wait, there's like an A prompt on that thing. Potion of experience? Okay, I can only load one of those things. Alright, I will use it then. I don't know if there's a way I can actually use my level ups, but... Wizard Belt. Alright. Spell charges each floor. I guess stuff just kind of keeps spawning, so you want to... Oh, you get the key and then you go. Alright, alright. Wait, where's the exit, though? There was an arrow pointing... Oh, I have to use that on that orb stone. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. I don't like the UI for my health. Like, I'm having a hard time telling how much health I actually have. Hey! Oh, Operative Games, welcome. Firefoot, how's it going? Yeah, I think I still need to drop the volume just a little more here. Yeah, I know, exactly, no home. That's why I'm not, like, writing down a list of all the issues we're coming in. It's an alpha, there's a lot of stuff. Ah, okay, that's how we get this. Okay. Can't get any more orbs. Okay. Yeah, it said the E key in the initial dialogue, which I didn't actually follow. Now we know how to get Potion of Friendship. Oh man, I want some friends. Not these. Oh, okay, no, now I want some friends. Friends. I don't think my friends lasted very long. I'm a little disappointed. Super jump. And fire pet totem? Ah, okay, cool. Can I get both? Oh no, I can get one. Do I want a sword fire pet or a fire. I mean, that one's got 2 words instead of 1, so let's go with the sword fire rather than just the regular fire, right? Oh god, the jump boots, man! It's like the boots, the frog socks in Necrodancer. This is madness. Oh, the hobo stabbed me again. Oh yeah, I can still only have 1, right? Offhanded grappling hook? Let's do that one. Yeah, that's... Oh god, it's too intense! It's a bit crazy. Okay, got ourselves a key. I didn't even see that guy. Villainous raccoon, rabid raccoon dog, man. Yeah, it's something I could potentially get used to on the health. Like, I don't even, like, have a sense of my health at all. Oh, you can reflect those back. Nice. Okay. And there is a timer, apparently. Don't know if that's level-based or total. I almost jumped right into it. Fix, yeah, sure. Extra health, yep. Pretty straightforward. Die of Uncurse? Oh, that replaces my health potion, though. For my comfort on a controller, I want to hit apparently X, it looks like, for my health potion, but eventually I imagine there'll be custom config and stuff, so... This floor is becoming unstable. Oh, that's what happens when the time runs out and stuff. Hey, don't shoot me while I'm on the exit pad, game. That's rude. That's a little rude. Like beating up puppies. They're like rabid raccoon puppies. They're still puppies. Criminals. Running boots. That'll replace my triple boots, I see. Running just a little bit faster base. Yeah, looks like it. So more dashes or faster base. But did that hit me? Alright, we gotta see that. You can't get it to shoot now. Oh, we better get out of here. Oh man, first duck.
Lots of off-screen text. Next time, just take the blue door in the lobby. It's a shortcut. Now that I know you're not a poser, I'll leave it unlocked for you.
Apparently we're not a poser, guys. Got a little, I'm gonna go ahead and say he's gonna parry the platypus sitting on his shoulder. We've got 87Z apparently. Explosive belt. There's that Diamond Curse. Yeah. Why don't we just do... Let's just, full heal. It's Agent B. That's fair. It's not, doesn't have a hat, so, I mean, it couldn't be Perry the Platypus. That's fair. There, casual Breloom. Oh man, we got lots of little friends. Wizard belt. Spellbook shard. Okay. Speaking. Oh, man, it's really hard to use. Oh, I'm already dead. Man, I just got Sheen hit like 3 times in a row. Why is my Navi giving people epilepsy? Sure. Oh, you start with money when you restart from the good show. Orbstone. Thought that said dogging belt. Book of Clouds. Hard to aim. Yeah, I find it really hard to get such a high cooldown for how fast the enemies move. You can get used to it though. Yeah, the special spells. Apparently it uses 4 out of 12 for any attack on that. Oh, it's slower though, okay. Oh, I still got hit there. sure I like this better than the short skirt. Oh, right, did that. Alright, that's fine too. And then the upgrade orbs, like, you can use them as a weapon, but it also means you accidentally waste them if they happen to be where you're fighting. Jesus. I want to try using my spell before I die. That's pretty cool. At least I got those, what, shadows? What's that? What wasn't that? Also, didn't I get hit? I thought you only had 3 to start. Maybe you had 4. I've just always been hit so fast by the time I looked at my health. How does that differ? Slightly wider. Oh, but shorter. I thought the purple were the ones that you could get, and then they changed color to what, light blue or whatever when you didn't have the level 3 to get them. Let's see, so this is one minor questionable thing is that optimally I want to farm these all for gold if I do good, right? Before moving on. That's only true if I'm actually good, though. Hey, Smut! Also, I don't know why I've only got one spell power to start. Oh, even if my helper hits the orbital. Ow. So just remember that's there. I guess I think there was the indicator above your head when you had a level up pending and could get another orb. Like, the biggest problem with a lot of the, like, even, like, text to describe items and stuff is that, like, I can't... There's no time to actually read that everything that's going on. Yeah, I guess you did just start at 4. I thought when I got the extra health that put me up to 4 max, but I must have been wrong. I'm Hadokening. It's pretty short-range Hadoken, though. They're hissing walnuts. Alright, only 78. We could, well... Maybe I want a curse dodging, though. I'm assuming cursed only means I can't unequip it, not that it doesn't have its normal effect. Could be both, though. Or even a negative effect. Chunky mess. Or by an explosive. What do we think an explosive? Oh, let's find it. Explode when threatened. What's up, Penguin Knight?
Not doing so well, huh? You've died 6 times. Take this card. It'll buy you a bit more time on each floor. Make sure you're using the right stick to aim. If raccoons are getting you, try moving away from them as you attack behind. It's impossible to get above floor 4. I've tried. Select will show your inventory. One more thing before you go. I heard a rumor that you can consume those floating skill orbs by holding the A button.
Yeah. That's a little strong in the music there. Oh. Chaos Calm. That is indeed Barret. I feel like the default buttons for the attack should be mixed too. Like the buttons you're using most often are not on the same trigger buttons on each side. Like you're constantly dashing, constantly doing your regular attack. Oh, it's a trap chest. That I was kind of inside from... Can I do that on purpose? Not the easiest, but I think I was inside the chest. I don't know how much of an issue that is, since I can only get there by jumping inside it that I've seen, and I would be able to jump back out anyway. I think I'm better. It's really hard to actually tell what they're doing in the mess and all the madness here, but it seemed like I like that more. Oh, I should have opened the trap chest and then healed up. That's okay though. Messed up. Oh, I wasn't actually hurt during that, though. Made the knockback like I was hurt, though. Ah. No, not on the same side of the controller, Jackal. It's on right bumper and left trigger for the things I'm using most often, which feels weird. I think they should be both on the triggers. So many of the dogs! The raccoons! Wait, what exploded after death there? That wasn't cool. I can't even kill a raccoon in one hit anymore. Cursed Reflected Belt versus my explosion thing. It's only a Reflected Belt 1, so I'll keep my explosion thing, I guess. Like he hit me there. Like I thought my power attack was gonna go off, and then I just died. Oh, you can switch your controls? I thought it only listed keyboard controls to switch. Oh no, I'm just blind. There's a gamepad config right here. Fair enough. No, not. There we go. And consumable on X. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, you don't want to set your controls messed up. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the card stuff, because in general, for any sort of roguelike title, I don't really think persistent benefits between playthroughs is generally a good thing. But I'd have to see more of it to see how I feel about it overall. Sure. Let's go for the overall progression here rather than a full run. And another common thing that I don't know if you're thinking about addressing later on, but I'm definitely a big fan of things actually explaining what they do. Like, once you have played a game a lot and know everything, then you know exactly what Technician does, for example. But otherwise, it's like, alright, I'm making a decision on where to spend my money, but it's not an informed decision because I have no idea what this thing does. Mostly they're more mutators. Okay, interesting, Firefoot. So they're more, like, say, Risk of Rain artifacts or something along those lines. Or the Crown's a Nuclear Throne. Yep, exactly. Okay, fair enough. The first one I got... yeah, I know they give you a tooltip once you get them, Firefoot, but that's not quite the same thing. Yeah, Bastion statues. Yep, that's another example. I think the first one there just gives you more time with no downside. At least that's what it sounded like it did. So that's why I was thinking they were all positive. Gotcha. Yeah, your Isaac or Gungeon style where you add... So I'm not as adverse to adding extra items to the pool. It's not something I... What's up? I don't think I can afford something like that. But we found another one of the cards. It's not something I would prefer, your Isaac style unlocks to add to the pool, but I'm less adverse to that than stuff that is actively making you stronger in future runs and stuff like that. It's like, oh, well, now I just have an advantage over previous runs. Like, more like the emphasis being on, like, the player actually getting better to beat future runs and stuff. Gotcha. Well, the starting weapon can be spawned as cursed, but you can still get rid of it, I think is what happened once I saw. Like, I just dropped the starting weapon I had when I picked up another one. It was cursed for some reason, but, like, I was still able to swap it out. And from what I've seen, adding a little bit more to the timer is not a, like, big deal. Like, it's not a big persistent advantage, so that's probably fine. Also, I only have 2 health now. Why do I only have 2 health right now? So, like, I guess we'll just try new things. Let's try technician. Find more items. Persistent disadvantages, Baylor? Oh, God. Yeah, that is kind of called looping. Well, that's not the button. That's not the button. Even when you like controls better, you have to get used to them again. And we should already be max, right? Yeah. See, that visually hit me, but my health didn't go down. Shockwave. I just walked right into that. My health went down that time, that's for sure. Do we want fire pet affinity? No, I'm not walking back for fire pet affinity. I do like that there's a shadow image of the enemies behind the isometric view. That was something Nuclear Throne was lacking, so enemies could just hide under the map, like, randomly and spew. Which was not so fun. Large Sled Gauntlet. Feels like a faster large. The timer's already up. I didn't even see the warning that the timer was up. Alright, let's die, but maybe get out of here. Super boots, sure. That Pooch gonna take? Apparently I got 1 health up for him in the next 4 question mark. Thought I was anyway. Like I said, it's very hard to actually keep track of much of anything. Chunky mess. Chance to explode. Super jumpers, sure, this seems like a terrible idea. Their belts. Ow, Shazbot. Charging the super attacks is so slow compared to the rest of the game. It's jarring. I'm not even sure it's wrong. It's just jarring. Yeah, ninjas are rats, Jackal. It wasn't something that came up super often in Nuke Throne, but it was something that definitely annoyed me in Nuke Throne. Health bar. Thoughts on that? Certainly a variety of ways to go about it. I'm not... Like, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 a million years ago. I'm not super familiar with how the health looks in that. Sure thing, Operative. Try to think what my thought for health in something this frantic is. Like it's a little I have a harder time noticing like visual like effects and stuff to indicate stuff than the vast majority of people. My standard example there is there's an item in League of Legends I played long. I haven't really played it for like 2 years or something, but called Banshee's Veil that absorbs a spell, basically blocks one spell, and for a long time, like tens of hours of playing the game, I was checking the equipment loadout of enemies. Like, okay, that person's bought a Banshee's Veil. I need to keep that in mind. Because I just completely did not notice that enemies had like a bubble like around them when they had the Banshee's Veil active. I just didn't see it at all. So don't always notice the visual effects, even if they are there. That's probably unnecessary, no. It's like, well, actually, I mean, if I can't have exactly 92.37% screen shake, I don't think the game's worth playing. 500% screen shake option? Like, every game doesn't need to be a Vlambeer game, Jackal. Every game doesn't need to be a Vlambeer game. That is a thing you could add, Opera. Offhand Gust. That would be new. Quick Charger. So that's probably a knockback. Baylor. Hey there, EG Proxy. Yeah, I'll be turning screen shake off when that's an option, for the record. And yeah, we can't get both. Oh, we can get both. That's right. So you just start at level 2 when you started. Oh, it's the top left. There it is. Just plain sight. It's there twice, in fact. Level 2 and 2 of 2. And this is all over the place. How do I feel about that today? I don't think there's any other button that would make more sense, though. Can't buy any of the other junk. See you later, insult penguin. Oh no, that does actually do. Wait. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. It just happened at the time. So I don't know why it shows you having 2 health in the. So I guess yeah, you get 1 health for entering a new floor. It still seems weird that you start at 2 health at the Nexus or the shop there. It seems no reason for that. 'Cause you would still be capped at 3 anyway. Or 4, I guess, rather. No, yeah, I guess the idea is that you start down a health, actually. Never mind, because your max is 4 to start. Orb stone. Lightning. Oh, we can't go through there. Okay. Wait. Oh, I could. It just, Wait, this isn't where the exit is. I thought that was where the exit was. No, it is there. I'm just blind. Never mind. I walked right past it. Yeah, me too, No Home. I definitely got an Anamanaguchi vibe from a couple of the tracks. I agree. Okay, Gauntlet does cost the most of the swords. I was gonna say, that one seemed like it... That was the only one that seemed like an upgrade rather than a side grade to my starting weapon. Of the ones I've had, is that just 1 extra health per floor or something? I can't imagine regeneration is that strong at 75. I'm assuming that... And 1 now. Okay, yep. Some of it's my slime girls, okay. Don't think I'm familiar with LRH. Shadow Stomp there. Let's pick up. There we go. Oh, it doesn't raise your health immediately for the thick skin. Okay. It's like, hey! Pardon me, coming through. Oh god. That delay! That's fun. Ow. Just rushing the exit does not work so well. Hey, Jim. A lot of vets like Slash. Oh man, the range is so short. Like, the range on the default weapon's already so short, and that's just shorter. Oh, well, does it count as a dungeon, Smite? The algorithm, yeah, you guys saw that too. I do like that it's like, is your game named Rogue? Alright, yeah, that does need to be one of the categories. Hey, Ivan Aiden. I mean, I assume that's kind of like Necrodancer to some extent, right? Like that you can do like partial runs, or like Spelunky would be another example. So yeah, like Necrodancer, Spelunky. But you still have the option of doing a full run instead. And once people are really good, they'll probably be just doing full runs mostly. Pet Totem and... What did Chunky Mess do again? Enemies explode sometimes. Gust or exploding enemies? Let's do the one that doesn't require my input to work. Oh crap. That was because of the chest, wasn't it? We're already almost dead. Alright, not the best way to start things off. Okay, we're good. Grab bag? This gauntlet again. What? Can I see what that actually did? Invincible on hit 1 HP pet something? Like, I didn't get most of that. Did not follow that. I mean, I like the shortcuts in Spelunky. I think that's a good way to help practice some of the harder zones. Hobo can dash through and see. We're already next. Oh, that is, yeah, I was gonna say, like, fire just the one we started with? Yes. Oh, there's a jerk. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I did bring up the persistent issue earlier, Hype and Tom, that they're like beating up the chest there too. They're more like Bastion idols or artifacts in Risk of Rain. So that was a pretty good grab bag. Then I just would instantly died again. You want to replace every picture in this game with a texture of Tim Allen. Alright, there you go. Now you know how to appease the people, Faux Operative. Make it easily moddable so people can make Tim Allen version of Ruin of the Reckless. Arc Pet. I don't think I've had Arc Pet. Oh yeah, that was just 2 gusts. Okay. Oh, that just burned some spell charges. It's okay. It's okay. I would have just wasted them or killed myself trying to use it anyway. Yeah, sure. Extra hoe. Oh, my pet died. You guys are jerks. Okay, it was not obvious that holding down A on the chest was the way to go. I've been tapping it. Oh, why did I smash that? I read it as an enemy in my peripheral. Sword fire. Yeah, let's just try to get out of here. Wait, I thought it was up here. Why can I? Oh, it's right in front of me again. I can never see the exit. It just does not stand out to me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, top all thumbs. So, Faux Operative, I've rated, I don't know, what, like 800 odd video games at this point. And there's only 2 games that I rate a 1. Because they're games that I actively regretted playing. Superman on the N64 is a 2, for reference. But Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit gets a 1. I actively regretted playing that game. My life would have been better off without that experience. A Rouge-like. Color-based Rouge-like. There you go. Oh, whoops. Apparently we're starting over. Okay. Siphoning iron pedophile? Oh, no, hold on. Let me go back on those boots. There's a movement delay. Oh, I can't pick up my original boots anymore. Okay. But yeah, there's a movement delay after jumping. Up hit slash? It's not so much a slash as like a power smash. I mean, I just rated my 1000th board game, Jackal. See, I'm not necessarily even saying that Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit is a worse game than Superman 64. It might be. They're both. It's like comparing piles of poop, which looks more appealing. I don't know. But I certainly had an even worse experience. Like Superman 64, just like it's like whatever. Okay, I know this is bad. And it's like, okay, yes, I can confirm that it isn't as bad as people say, and yada yada, but it's not like I had high hopes for Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit, don't get me wrong, but, yeah. Sweet Dogcoon jerks. Shockwave, shit. What's the exit right there? Yes. 17 monsters. And we could also go back for the orb if we wanted. Oh, what? It was like the, it seemed like the orb hit me there. I don't know quite what that was about. Are all trap chests labeled Or is it just like random if you know they're trapped or not? Dodging belt. Oh, we don't have trap all for money. It still costs the same amount. Well, I guess we're buying a health potion. Or vampires, and if we want to get greedy and then die. I'd love to just pick up more pets. But wait, that only heals to 3, it doesn't heal to 4. There's so many reasons why I thought 3 was your max health. Five trap chests to assemble into a Voltron style boss. Oh yeah, there's another pet, perfect. Even sneaking a hit there. Pet Brigade failed me. Yeah. More pets, do it up. Explosive Belt, what do we have now? Reflected Belt 1. Hit me, or did I already have to? I don't actually know. Oh god. See, now that I really kind of hate. Okay, that was the first time I've been able to confirm it. You do in fact take damage from the purple orbs exploding. Yeah, I would never have thought you took damage from the purple orbs exploding. Oh, well, that's convenient. Oh, no, it's right there! Yeah, I need something, like, I cannot tell the exit. Like, it is completely background to my vision. Completely background. And this song, I don't know about this song. Very rude. Whoa, what's going on? What just happened? So there's like no iframes on being hit like Nuke Throne, basically. I am personally not a fan of that, but I also didn't really like Nuke Throne because of that kind of level of punishing, and a lot of people still like Nuke Throne. That was super, super rough. Yeah, but like how many iframes? Half a second? It feels so low. So low. Hey, Orange. That is what happened, Orange. That is what happened. Oh god. I mean, I guess like what's co-op Nuclear Throne with us look like, Smite? I'm just like hiding back in the corner, getting carried by the entire game. Yeah, we could probably take that first, I guess. 15 seconds, 5 frames minimum. That's right. I mean, I think with the high knockback plus the relatively low amount. Oh god, no, this is just bad. I'm gonna go restart. I think. But the, apparently a couple things just died. Wait, I'm still alive! What is going on? Okay, thank you. That's kind of funny. Yeah, you definitely don't want, like, to go too crazy with it. I think, like, the combination of the very high knockback plus the relatively low iframes is rough for my taste. Like, there I went from 3 health to dead. Like, I got knocked somewhere I couldn't find myself. By the time I found myself, I was at 0 health, and then I got hit again, like, immediately after it. I was dead, basically. Negative iframes, there you go. That's my... So if you weren't thrown around like a volleyball upon being hit, that might also solve some of the similar frustrations. What? Still haven't actually... Ah, God. Used a potion of fire, though. Oh, you can't see his I'm about to fire animation when he's behind the wall, though. Okay. That's probably fine. Like, I wasn't expecting to fire because he wasn't doing the animation. That's what a potion of fire looks like. See, it's only a dash, not a roll, so... I don't know if you can trust in it. And to be clear, I'm fully aware those are effectively the same thing. Dogs! Yeah, especially when your pet can is capable of smashing your level up orbs, and then those orb explosions can hurt you. That could lead to some really frustrating moments. Can I stack this? Apparently. Hopefully that does actually stack instead of being wasted. And I assume eventually you'll be looking at having more visual distinction on the stuff that you can pick up, so you can tell. Ah. Although, no, that doesn't actually say anything about stats otherwise. This is that? No. Hey, New Yevon! Yeah, that's I mean, you get the gift shop, and like there's multiple orbs in each level, and you're not going to be able to use all of them for your upgrade options. The gift shop's every a couple levels. Like, this is not between runs. We are in the middle of a run. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure how excited I am about, like, so exploding the orb is already, like, lowering your options as far as your upgrade paths go. And it does fairly small damage to enemies. So I don't know that it also needs to hurt the player on top of that with the explosion at all. But, like, it's a kind of a environmental hazard to some extent to try to avoid it, but it already kind of is, since it you don't usually want to explode it anyway. So quiet in the gift shop. Hey, Volute. Orbs must hurt the player, huh? Hey, Ixiash, that's my pet. Scavenger, I don't think we've gotten yet. Oh, we can't actually buy any of these right now anyway, though. Magnetic belt. I assume that just makes it easier to get cash money. I don't have a belt, do I? I do have a wizard belt. Okay, so I want to just keep that. I'd love to buy the Book of Clouds here, I think, with all my spell upgrades, but oh well. Like, the orb explosion on enemies seemed like to do damage worse than my regular attack. Like, it usually wasn't even killing the little coons. Certainly possible I'm wrong, and it's because, like, it's really hard to keep track of what's going on with all the things happening. Smite like smashing stuff. What the devil? How is he hurting me from there? What is even happening? This will take replacement parts. Oh god. I hate those hobos. You like an enemy that one-shots people no matter what? I would not approve of that. Oh god, ninja freaking assassin flashbacks to Nuclear Throne. I have a hard time blasting anything with spell. Well, I mean, I could have that time because I had double charge upgrade on it, but because it's just so slow to use, it's really hard to use well at a time that it's going to actually do anything and not kill yourself for using the spell with a huge wind-up time. We actually did it. Oh, enemies drop more gold. Sure. So that should be a pretty good amount of more gold for that to be worth getting at all, huh? Shrugged. We want something else, but I guess Explosive Bell will probably help us the most of these. There's the Kickstarter for this game linked up in chat for anyone interested. Yeah, I know you can tap the spells, but like even just a tap of the spell, it takes a large, like how fast-paced this game is. Like it's not like that long of a time in a vacuum, but with how fast-paced this game is in general and how quickly the enemies move on to you, it feels very hard to actually get spells off without hurting as much as I'm helping. So I'm pretty hesitant to use them very much. Sure. I mean, this is just an alpha. I'm not gonna expect too much variety in levels at this point, but yes, eventually that is something that would be good for sure. I still don't actually know what super boots do. I think it's just a little bit longer dash. Yeah, killed myself trying to use a spell there. Yeah, we haven't got that far. It's true, Jack. Oh, absolutely, do you, Evan? Hey, Crazy. And then, yeah, likewise, as far as like the speed of the overall game, that makes me really hesitant to use large sword because it's just so slow. I don't remember what Orbstone did. And I mean, part of that, like as far as the spells and stuff go too, is the like chosen resolution and stuff that it is. Enemies can be on top of you very quickly. The grappling hook feels very hard to use, also because of the size of the arena, or the visible play space rather. Oh, find more ability orbs. Sure. Probably should have just bought the Gauntlet Soul. Hey, Zapper, got any? Sup, Key? That seems maybe also a little questionable. Probably don't necessarily want a key spotting directly next to the start point. Oh, that's cursed. Oh well, that's fine. Whatever. You just can't get my skulls anymore anyway. It's probably just the way I want regardless. Thought you were dead. Sure. Another orb stone. Gonna get my. Oh wait. No, you don't. Definitely taking Pep over that. Yeah? Could have gotten that gold, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, there's never... Every time... yeah, give me more pets. Always more pets. Oh, that looked like a cliff or something there. Is that guy not dead? What the hell? He's hit so many times. It's always a little jarring also when you've got kind of the same visual monster and behavior that just suddenly takes more hits. It doesn't have enough range to actually do what I want it to there. See, got myself hit again trying to use spells. Oh! I didn't realize the Iron Pet didn't do damage. That would be it, yeah. Yeah, jump boots are cheap. Like, I think I rather not have... Well, no, you still have that delay before moving again, even with the regular boots, don't you? Yeah. I just actually started noticing it with the jump boots. Can't have all the abilities, Jackal. Maybe lightning? Not sure how much I like. It's almost let's see. I'm actually curious how much different this is than, say, the super boots in practice. Like, is the fact that it's a jump rather than a dash actually terribly relevant gameplay-wise? Oh, there's also super jump boots. Oh, they have a smash when you land. Are you invincible for the main part of the dash too, though? So that would still be about the same. Oh, dang it! It's just like this big enemy thing floating around. Clearly, oh god, there's so many skirmishers. I guess I'm just. Oh wait, what's that? What's that too? Yeah, that was worth going back for. Oh, there's a lot of these turret jerks. Want nothing to do with those. Apparently my orbs killed them while I was trying to figure out what button I was supposed to be pressing. Oh, I got hit again while trying to use a spell. Yeah, it's just really making me not want to even use spells because it's so hard to deal with the delay on them. No idea what pets are better. I'd rather not explode these this time. Although they'll probably get exploded by my pets. Alright, we'll just grab whatever it is. Okay, well, there's... What? How did it... How... My pets immediately hit it while I'm trying to grab it? Rude pets. Rude pets. Where's the one enemy I left behind? This guy. What? What? He has a dying animation that hurts you while he's dying? Boo to that! What? It's like, alright, apparently he takes 3 hits, and then he just, is like exploding. Okay, get ready to pick up the stuff he drops, and, nope. Nope. Yeah, it's very fast, Zapper. Yeah, it's hard to follow. Zapper, yeah, Monsters and Monocles actually had 2 camera settings. I don't know if, like, if you left immediately while you were talking about that or not, because I actually switched it to the other camera setting as you, made that comment. But, like, in Monsters and Monocles, the camera settings, both of their camera settings are too extreme. Like, the old one is too slow, and the new one is, like, not slow enough. It's too instant. You're just instantly snapping to the new camera angle, which is no good. Well, how am I supposed to know it's a death explosion? Firefoot did not expect that at all. They can't even kill me when I want to die. I am immortal. Nothing can stop this, apparently. I'm just almost curious how long this goes. I'm taking so much damage from these guys, and apparently the trick is to never move. What if I? Oh, I can't change my my outfit in the middle of a run. Okay. I was gonna say, what if I look like a bee? Maybe they could find me then. There we go. I moved a little too much. Yeah, in general, Faux Operative, that's something I am pretty heavy on. I mean, it's not like a game will fail because it's vague and stuff. Like, plenty of very successful games have the game freaking outright lie to you constantly because they just don't care enough to make it not lie to you. Say, Darkest Dungeon or Binding of Isaac as some pretty big examples there, but it's still something I consider actively bad and campaign against heavily. Not saying I've really noticed anything that's full of lies in this case, but as far as the more general having information available to be able to make informed decisions as quickly as possible. And it's not like that's necessarily a make or break, but it does make the initial learning period a lot more frustrating potentially, and that can lead to people giving up sooner before they like have a chance to really learn enough to get good at a game. The stat screen isn't like a straight up lie in Binding of Isaac Jackal, it's just completely awful and it's super easy to fix and they haven't fixed it. Like it's kind of a lie. It's not a straight up hardcore lie, but it's a lie. Darkest Dungeon has straight up hardcore lies. That's when you're talking like hey, you know how that says you've got a 90% chance to hit? That's actually 100%. If you want to know how your chance to hit something in Darkest Dungeon, you add 10% to the number it lists, and you'll have your real number. They did actually fix the traps lie though. Like it could say you've got a 135% chance to disarm a trap, and it failed and exploded in your face. Okay, good, thanks. 135%, apparently not enough. They did actually fix that one though. So. The lack of the lost condition in Darkest Dungeon didn't bother me inherently as much as I expected it to, I guess I would say. But a lot of the stuff kind of surrounding and somewhat related to that did bother me. Oh yeah, Mantis. So... some problems with Darkest Dungeon. I mean, first and foremost, the entire game of Darkest Dungeon is built from the ground up on grinding. The entire game is a grind. You grind through dungeons, you have to grind to level up, your upgrades are grinds. If you go into the Darkest Dungeon proper and complete an area, you can no longer use those people anymore, so you have to grind up more people to be able to proceed. You grind to get more resources, to upgrade your people, to get more people, to grind. Yeah, it's just non-stop grind. And another big issue with Darkest Dungeon is that, because of the lack of a hard loss condition, right, you don't need to do it this way, but, like, as far as I'm concerned, and, like, I want to play so I don't fail, right? I don't want, like, I can kind of make my own partial fail conditions of sorts. Like, I don't want my people to die. Like, I will actively play against that. But the problem is that if you are fully playing to make sure your people don't die in Darkest Dungeon, that makes the game more boring. Like, the permanent party member death in Darkest Dungeon is something of a bad design aspect because of that. Like, if you're experimenting with the game and learning stuff, like, if you're truly experimenting, trying new things, you're going to get people killed because of that. Or if you're playing safe, you're going to have a more even, less, like, exciting experience, because of it. It's like, I don't want to try this Shambler thing. That sounds like too dangerous. And then you can keep your people alive, but you have a more boring experience because of it. Now, the actual like core combat in Darkest Dungeon, I think, is really good. I think that's a lot better than most turn-based sort of combat systems I've ever played. So they did a pretty good job there. There's a lot of decisions that are tough to figure out, and a lot of nuance in how you handle your ability use and timing and lots of things like that come into play. So, like, I still enjoyed definitely some of what Darkest Dungeon had to offer. I just wish it didn't fail on the other aspects. Yeah, I mean, it kind of has that XCOM issue too. XCOM is a little different in that regard, like, to some extent, because, like, to win at all, you kind of do a boring strategy. Like, once you're past, for me anyway, like the difficulty level for XCOM was kind of like, and then just like flatline, maybe kind of gradually went down after that. Like I forget what it was called. The fairly early mission where there was like Thin Mints everywhere. But yeah, like mechanically, you were, even with the resources that expire if you take too much time, you were heavily incentivized to go as slow as possible in XCOM. Heavily incentivized. That's right, yeah, but they are both games. I'm talking about even with the expansion too, Baylor. Yeah, exactly, cooperative. Exactly. That is a key thing to try to avoid in game design in general. You don't want the best strategy to be not fun. That's easy to fall into. Like, because you have a lot of cool... Maybe you make a game that has a lot of fun, cool stuff in it, but you don't realize, like, that, like, doing something tedious and grindy ends up actually being the best way to go about it. That's right, Jackal. See if, like Monsters and Monocles, the game crashes itself while we just sit here having a side conversation, right? Unmodded, yeah. Long were, well, it was way too long as far as I'm concerned. I didn't even try it. I'm just like, I don't especially need more XCOM. I enjoyed it. I think it was worth playing, but I didn't really want a longer experience. The XCOM campaign was already solidly too long for my tastes. Yeah, I played Invisible Ink, Firefoot. We've streamed my campaign playthrough of that. Invisible Ink has a variety of other problems. Let's see. Well, for one, Invisible Ink has Ink has a lot of lies or half-truths. There's a lot of lies. Like, it was or lies by omission, like lacking information. There was a lot of issues there. The stuff in the game is not explained well at all. It is very trial and error actually figuring stuff out. Other than that, I mean, like, I actually found it too easy. Like, I mean, so I only did one campaign. We played it on, Experienced or whatever, not Expert. But I looked at the changes on Expert, and we still would have won our first campaign on Expert as well, in my opinion. We basically didn't use rewinds whatsoever. I think we used, like, one or maybe two just because the game, like, lied to us so hard. We're like, okay, well, now we understand that this text actually means this, so let's go back there. Expert just drops the rewinds from 3 to 1 and increases or decreases the amount of time guards stay stunned by 1 turn. That was the only difference on the list. Oh yeah, Jackal. Yeah, I never have played Gungeon. I've heard enough bad things about it that I'm like, yeah, there's probably some stuff there to enjoy, but I have not been excited about it. But yeah, those were the only 2 changes listed in the game on the... Knocking out guards raises the alarm. Okay, I don't think it actually says that. Is that like an Expert Plus thing? Okay. Yeah. As far as I know, anyway, I could be wrong, but I looked at Expert after we won our first campaign, and was like, oh, that's all that changes on Expert? Yeah, we could have done that. Oh, it just raises the alarm by 1. I mean, most of the alarm raise stuff is just not that big of a deal, but hitting it faster is inconvenient. Yeah, you can definitely cheese some KOs and stud guys, drag them on top of other guys, so you're pinning 2 people at once, and it's a lot of strats we figured out. And granted, that is with a lot of experience in games like, say, ADOM, Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup, FTL, etc. So I have a XCOM, and plenty of strategy board games as well, which it much plays with, or plays like rather. So I mean, overall, I feel like Invisiblink did a pretty good job of implementing a turn-based stealth for the most part, but I didn't like the lies, and just didn't find the game that engaging in general. Just get Burst Laser Cloak. I mean, you can't guarantee what you get in a game of FTL, Firefoot. If I'm curious how many, like, how often you win on hard if you're saying FTL is too easy. Clear, explicit descriptions. That's definitely something I wanted a game. Yes, FTL lacks a lot in that area too, as far as like you have no way of knowing how events are going to turn out. And I mean, I'm not saying that like that kind of mystery is without any merit at all, but especially in like a roguelike experience, I find that level of kind of trial and error not a good thing for the most part. In a more standard non-roguelike experience, maybe story-driven sort of experience, having more mystery to the game is potentially more to my taste. It varies, Baylor Lord. I've enjoyed some flawed gems for sure. I've definitely enjoyed some flawed gems. We go to back to the Moon a lot as an example of a game that does almost everything wrong, but I still really like it because, well, I shouldn't say really like it. I like it. I enjoyed it. It was worth playing because the story was so strong. Like, the story to the Moon is excellent, and I really liked it. And the gameplay actively makes the game worse and impedes the narrative. Music's goodish. You got that. The writing isn't terribly great. It's too long. It drags. Their attempt to add comedy generally felt very flat on me. Yeah, the NGB no upgrade run was silly. I mean, I wish Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup wasn't as long as it is either. Like, I'm not super keen on streaming more Dungeon Crawl because of its length. But I do like the game. It's definitely my favorite traditional roguelike I've played because it's so much better designed than like ADOM or NetHack is. Like, I mean, my first roguelike I played was ADOM, Ancient Domains of Mystery. And I do love the whole developer thought of that effect. Like that's one of my absolute favorite things in any game. It's a big part of why I adored Undertale so much. It's why I liked an obscure, like, just forgettable Flash game called I Saw Her Standing There, but then she was a zombie. I kind of like that game because it accounts for the player actions. Even if gameplay is very bland, the graphics are awful, the controls are whatever. It's just very, very basic, forgettable platformer, but because it accounted for me doing something weird that most people would never do, I'm like, yes, okay, that's such a good feeling for me. So you lose some of that in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, but you actually have like a game there instead of a pile of trial and error and a bunch of OP strats that you abuse and ignore everything else like you would in ADOM, for example. Yeah, I actually only have one win on Dungeon Crawl 2. We got that on stream. I had several win candidates back, way back in the day when I was playing it most often back in, around 0.5, 0.6, that area. I had a lot of runs that were, like, very likely to be able to win, but I just gave up, just stopped playing them, because, like, it's too long. I just kind of lost interest. Except that, well, I don't, like, dislike Invisible Ink. Invisible Ink was, like, good-ish. It was good-ish. It just didn't really, like, grab me. Like, it felt kind of a, bland experience to some extent that was a little frustrating with all the lies. Like, that's kind of where I was. Like, I think I still have it at a 6.5 or 7 rating. Like, it's not a bad game. Yeah, the hells and stuff are really rough, Firefoot. Really rough. Yeah, I actually did some like balance work in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup back in the day. Like, redid all the monster experiences and stuff that they gave you for killing them, and a bunch of other stuff like the corpse weights and stuff. I don't even know how much that stuff is even relevant anymore. Like, it mattered for like the chunks they gave and. Let's see. Oh, I think that stuff, like the size adjustments, I think that stuff's used for like the trample effect they added since then. Oh, also, the best thing I added to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, the best thing I added was, so you know when you cast like an Animate Dead spell or something like that, right? It's like, the dead are walking. So originally it just said the dead are walking, but I made it like context appropriate, so it could say like the dead are slithering, or the dead are hopping, the dead are flying, etc. It took like 5 hours or something to do that because I don't know C at all, but we got there. We got there. Hey there, Harbredic. Thanks for the host. Red Icewind, welcome. It took me a second. I didn't actually realize the fireball was a raid message. I thought I just like missed some sort of inside joke or something for a second, which, I mean, I kind of probably did, right? That's often what a raid message is, but I didn't make the link at first there. Hey there, Cyber and Madokas. We're just, you know, doing a little sidetrack chat about game design as we often end up doing. Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. That's pretty much. It wasn't. Well, like, so it depends on what you're working on, and I have no idea what it's like now, Faux Operative. Essentially, I didn't like understand how to transfer something from one function to another in C. And that was essential to do the dead are slithering sort of things like that. Most of the stuff I did with Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup was like didn't require relevant code knowledge other than basic, you know, if statements and select sort of stuff. Nothing fancy there. Mostly just editing numbers. That was big stuff I did with the balance. And yeah, I mean, other than the dead are etc. Actually, we can bring this stuff up if we want. Let's see. let's see. So yeah, there was the monster experience gains patch. The first run, I ended up doing like 2 or 3 passes at it, but it's a bunch of number tweaks. That's what we're doing. We're changing that 10 to a 12, changing that 10 to a 19. Like that's basically like a So there's like they had a kind of core formula that determined how much experience that monster's kind of supposed to give you, based on its kind of stats and stuff like that, but that doesn't adjust well for special circumstances. For example, like the the giant slug or whatever was slow, so it was really easy to kite, so it was relatively easy to kill, usually not that big of a threat, therefore it's kind of worth less experience than the kind of formula would expect it to be worth. Meanwhile, hounds are like the opposite, right? They're extra fast, so they're very hard to run away from, so they end up being worth more experience than kind of the base formula would have you think, and things along those lines. Giant geckos were one of the oh no, that's lizard I changed. Geckos, I guess, stayed the same. It's been a long time, like I said, but so just lots and lots of stuff like that. But that's all that's easy to edit. You don't really need to know a lot of coding to be able to change this sort of stuff. And I have no idea what the code looks like now. It might not look like this at all. But yeah, it's kind of funny how this all started. There's a second pass. That was, the first was just kind of the initial, like, mostly just the big, clearly wrong things. Oh, looks like we ended up dropping Giant Slug down even further, yeah. But then later passes we did more fine-tuning to a lot of stuff. Did a few other random stuff here and there. We buffed Bone Shards, which has since been removed from the game entirely. We made... So this is the sort of stuff that, like, stands out to me in a lot of ways in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. So it kind of started in its roots as a bit of a more traditional roguelike. As far as being kind of overly convoluted and a bit of a mess, but like through the course of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, like they've done a lot of stuff to just remove that kind of tedious, grindy stuff that those rewards for doing stuff that isn't fun, but you do it anyway, right? So like this was just one example, like rather than it being optimal to like carry around a cursed piece of equipment just so when you read a detect curse scroll, you'll ID the detect curse scroll because it'll remove the curse. Like, it removed a lot of that just kind of tedious, like, well, you just kind of have to know these, like, silly, boring, tedious tricks. Another example was, like, it used to be that, like, drinking from a fountain of water fed you a little bit, so it gave you a little satiation, but that just means it's correct to just drink the fountain until it's empty every time. And that's not fun or engaging or interesting, so they removed it. Let me catch up on chat there. Oh, wow. A lot of chat rolling. You got the Dorian Deathless record, Arbor? Nice. Very nice. Working at Dungeon Crawl's how you grow a beard in the first place. Could be. That could be. Yeah, it seems like the code's improved a lot. Oh, yeah, like your kind of vaulty, or... I think that's what they call them in Dungeon Crawl. I don't remember. But yeah, the timed pyramids and ice levels and etc. That could be interesting. Not sure just how well of a fit that is for Ruin of the Reckless or not. I think I missed that comment earlier that that Zapper quoted, but yeah, like that that is true. Like the discovery of what kind of stuff does and how it works can be neat. It can definitely be kind of fun. I mean, I guess the biggest thing I would say in that area for this game, Ruins of the Reckless, there. I always want to add an S there. It's just Ruin of the Reckless, right? But what was I saying? Just that it should be relatively obvious using the items. Then, if the like description isn't like super clear, it should be pretty obvious what they do by using them or as you pick them up, and that's okay. And like, I mean, the occasional unfair death like we just had with the exploding self-destruct enemy is potentially fine too. Like, it's the iteration on your attempts is pretty rapid. You're not losing a huge amount of time in the learning process here, so it's certainly very different and more forgivable in a fast-paced sort of game like this than it is in like ADOM, where you can just get to the end of the game, but you're not wearing the exact right pieces of equipment and the exact right orientation, so you auto-die. And maybe you'll know better next time, maybe. Because that's fun, right? To select small group of people, yes, but Bond's Goblin Raiders. Oh, Mon's Goblin Raiders. Damn it. That slugs probably don't exist anymore. Yeah, that's quite possible, Dragon. Oh, was the Scroll of Detect Curse also removed? Yeah, a lot of stuff is iterated and changed over the time. Yeah, exactly, Faux Operative. I like removing the lies. Or I mean, like, even the Dungeon Crawl didn't even have that many lies really when I started playing it, even back in like 0.4, 0.5 or so. It was more that it still had a lot of the tedious scumming stuff, where it's like the correct play is. We were talking about this earlier, right? The correct play is not fun. It's not engaging. It's not interesting. Here was the dead are walking, swimming, and flying. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this again. Like, I forced my way through it, learning enough C to figure out how to do it and transfer stuff across functions or whatever I needed to do exactly, but I would have a hard time doing it again. Yeah, we had to transfer like this motion down, like it was like through a chain of like 4 functions or something like that. I don't know. Like it's just going down and down and down. We had to include an extra library to do it, and then we got all this lovely stuff. This is the core. Like, this is all I kind of wanted to add, right? Like, I saw like on the idea list, someone had this idea to have it be context sensitive for the dead are walking. I'm like, that's a great idea. I want to add that. How do I do this? Oh, it's ridiculously awkward because you have to transfer information all the way through. But we got there. We got there. As far as I know, that's still in there too. That's clearly my best contribution to society. Greetings, OBG. Damn it. Well, the funniest thing about experimental treatment to me is that, like, it's actually a lot better now than it was on release of Isaac Rebirth. Like, they never announced that they buffed or fixed experimental treatment at all, but it's like, it's way improved from how it was on release, but it's still awful and you still shouldn't pick it up. It's a very, very silly thing. It's a very silly thing. Balut. Well, I didn't actually, like, the explosion didn't, like, for whatever reason, the explosion did not identify as a threat to me. Like, I saw it exploding and, like, walked into it, I believe. Because I'm just like, I want to be there when he pops, I was thinking of it more of like, it was a tougher monster, so he has a fancier death animation, is how I read it. And I was just, like, moving in to pick up the stuff he was gonna drop so I could more quickly move on to the next area. Oh yeah, see, that's the opposite problem, right, Devin? It's really hard to hit that lovely balance. You got stuff like, say, Half-Bitted Hero 2, where, like, every bit of mechanic and storyline is explained in, like, triplicate every time it happens. It's like, look, I get it! I understand! Mons' Goblin Raiders. Oh, is it? Is it really? Yeah, I guess maybe it is. I mean, I probably have some Mons Goblin Raiders. I could probably go check, like, some revised Mons Goblin Raiders or something. So yeah, like that's a good example of kind of the best and worst of NetHack in like one example. I like that, Faux Operative. Like that is simultaneously kind of the best and worst NetHack has to offer. I'll just read that for anyone who missed that. That's good. Once when Faux Operative was playing NetHack, they knew they weren't going to go hungry because they had a can of tuna. It was their only food, so they started letting themselves get plenty hungry. They were waiting until maybe they could find something else to eat instead. But they got to near death from the starvation, so they decided now it's time to open the tuna can. But their character was too weak from hunger to open the can, became nauseous, woozy, died of starvation, still clutching an unopened can of tuna. So yeah, that's yeah, exactly. Like Draco said, it brings better stories, but it's worse as a game. Exactly. You feel like everyone's choked to death on spinach at least once. One of Richard Garfield's friends raiders. Gotcha, Ziggy. Gotcha. I mean, I can check the physical card. Okay, it would still take about 4 times longer than looking up on Gather, let's be honest. But it's more satisfying to check the physical card. Yeah, so like, I mean, that's what I was saying, like, the pros and cons of that sort of stuff, like, I love the developer thought of that aspect of games. I love it. It's probably my single favorite, like, it's not even a mechanic, really, but like, concept that you can find in games. Like, it's always this super satisfying to me when I do something, like, really weird that 95% or more of players are never going to ever do, and the game accounts for me doing that. I love that. That's amazing. But I also want a game that isn't full of BS and obscurity and hidden information and trial and error and death 15 hours into a run just because there's no way you could have known better. It's tricky balance, right? I've never ended up really playing any NetHack at all because I'd already played so much ADOM, and then by the time I would be looking to play NetHack, it's like, well, I've already played Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup though. Like, I enjoyed the intricacies and complexities in ADOM. That was cool. I explored a lot of that, and there's some really crazy stuff, especially when I was like diving the ADOM code. I found some weird stuff that like I'd never heard anyone even talk about with like, oh god, there's some way you can like do a pacifist sort of thing in the arena, and like the rattling like arena master would like reward you for that in some way, and it was super hard to actually trigger. I don't know if anyone ever actually had, but it was still there in the code. It's something that was attempted, but shields were like crazy OP. All the classes felt the same. You always wanted to learn magic and get the ability to teleport around. And you go for the OP stuff, and you once you learn it, it's not so good anymore. Doesn't stand up so much as just a game. And it's also exhausting, right? Like at that point in my life, I was probably a lot more willing to I don't know, dive through the bullcrap, like just accept the garbage with the good parts. And nowadays, I'm more like good game design instead. Yeah, something like that, Draco. Like again, like Undertale does a great job of that, where like it's not like you're there's again, without going too heavily to spoil it, it's a year old. Like I'm still overprotective of it because of how much I think everyone should play it, but there's only one example in the game that I can think of that's to some extent you quote-unquote have to know, otherwise you could screw yourself. But like you almost have to be trying to screw yourself to make that happen in the first place. And pretty much everything else, like, well, you're making the decisions you're making, and results are happening based on those, and that's fine. Like that's cool. That's how things go. Yeah, exactly. Like you can definitely have both, but then those special moments are more flavorful rather than mechanical. Yes. And yeah, again, like as Draco said, that's not like a baseline expectation, and especially like in a roguelike experience, I'm not generally going to, well, sorry, in a modern roguelike experience, I'm not going to be expecting most of those tiny attentions. Well, no, even that doesn't apply, right? Like, because you still want and expect that from Isaac, and it kind of fails, and it both fails and also delivers on that front at times, depending. So that's variable. But I often won't expect it from a modern roguelike experience. There we go. Enough qualifiers in there for it to not be a lie? Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh yeah, Codex. Serling's a character. Serlin's definitely a character. I think that's the best way to describe Serlin in a single word or phrase. I mean, it's been a long time since I've personally interacted with Serlin. I mean, if we could keep going with stuff, right? Like we'd be going over to Congai for that, for when I worked with Serlin at all. That was when I rebalanced. Well, I was one of the main people that helped rebalance on a team of people of Congai here when they added new cards. That's what, like kind of this stuff, yeah. This was my original post. This is how many changes I had for like this had been iterated on a lot of iteration on this list. Lots of little changes for a lot of different reasons. Let's see. I think that one was just implemented directly. A lot of that stuff kind of was. There's so many lies. Like, you'll see like all these notes about like the text says this, but it only does this. Like it's there's so many lies that I had on this list to fix. I don't know how many of the lies ended up actually getting fixed, but I think they cared more about the actual game balance for experienced players instead. And then little changes like this, right? Like, that seems like such an arbitrary small change, but, like, it's specifically, like, his worst matchup. It improves the situation a lot. Like, it's a lot of crazy little things like that, but... I've also heard some interesting stories about Serlin from some people that have, associated or worked with him at conventions and stuff like that. Like, he kind of just expects everyone to automatically know who he is and like just like treat him with some automatic air of authority and high respect because of that. And yeah, he's a character. It's a character. Yeah, Hex, like, Hex is just magic, though. Like, they so directly copied Magic, it's ridiculous how much they did. Like, it wasn't like, say, I don't know, Hearthstone or something, where it's like, hey, a lot of the core mechanics are based on the CCG core mechanics you'll find in Magic. But gameplay has a lot of changes in a lot of different areas. Hex is just like Magic, though. It's pretty much the same game. They even, like, have some of the same sort of naming schemes and, like, color wheel stuff, if I remember correctly. Even, like, they had so many similarities. It's ridiculous. The game has not crashed as far as I know. The game appears to still be running. Not that this is a formal test, but it is kind of funny because when we paused Monsters and Monocles to also talk about game design, the game did crash during the middle of it. Oh, you worked with Serlin too, Hyphenated? What did you work with him on? Serlin made Congai, Jim, yeah. Yup. And again, like most of Serlin's projects, it is kind of a retooling of another game. In this case, kind of a Pokemon battle, basically, made into a better, more competitive game. And then he later made Yomi based on what he built off of in Congai. I didn't end up really liking Yomi that much. I liked Congai a lot, but. I have about in fact, yeah, we're already in the folder, right? Let's see. Do we have a cube? I thought I had a cube. It's maybe not in this folder. Oh, it's in a different different folder, isn't it? That's in a project folder. Yeah, cube. I think that's just the old text file. But I have like 90% of a cube made, but I don't actually play Magic anymore, and I haven't played for many years. But it's still sitting there in a box, and the behind all the boxes, right? Like over there, behind all the boxes, there's another box, plastic box that's got 90 to 95% of a Magic cube inside. Maybe someday I'll look at fixing it, or finishing it rather. Part of the problem there is that, like, I don't think drafting is a bad mechanic, but it's not one I enjoy nearly as much as a lot of other mechanics. So that's kind of less incentive to work towards a project like that. I mean, I was pretty happy using Apprentice to play Magic Online myself in Devon, but back in the day. In fact, I remember using Apprentice on an 800 by 600 resolution, and then at one point seeing how much like the UI and stuff changed at 1024 by 768 resolution on Apprentice. That back in the day shenanigans here. Here's all my old Apprentice decks. One of them from 99, unedited since then. For some reason I modified some of them as late as 2009. I don't think I played any of them then, but always had fun. My favorite thing with like Magic and Magic decks was basically like just finding like some card with like a significant drawback and figuring out some way to turn that drawback into a positive. Always loved doing silly things along those lines. Like, they certainly weren't like the most competitive or anything like that, but they were fun. Like, it's like, take a weird idea for a deck and then make the best deck I possibly can based on that weird idea. That was kind of what I like to do. So, like, say a black deck that has no creatures and has a bunch of tools for getting rid of enemy creatures and doing slow damage over time sort of stuff, or deck composed entirely of lands. The coin deck. I don't think I really liked the coin deck, but I did make a deck based on coin flips. Oh, I had the, like, blue and green, like, kind of weenie, somewhat based around giving, like, stuff like scrub sprites or flying men unstable mutations and things along those lines. That was kind of fun. Interestingly, in like real-time strategy games, even though this is pretty common in most of them, I was never the biggest fan of rock paper. Serlin really likes rock paper scissors, doesn't he? Now that I think about it, like Kodgai Yomi and apparently Codex also has a lot of rock paper scissors. Does Pendante have or Chess 2 have rock paper scissors? Let's see. I don't think Puzzle Strike really has much in the way of rock paper scissors, but Anyway, yeah, I was never the biggest fan of rock paper scissors stuff in real-time strategy games. Like Total Annihilation had kind of a really unique balance in that regard. I feel like it was probably to some extent accidental. Like it wasn't like even a planned thing. It just worked out kind of perfectly. That so for example, like let's say both people are armed. So you've got the flash tank is kind of your core early fast attack tank that does a lot of damage. And in small numbers, the flashes will crush the Samsons, the missile tanks, but they have longer range. So if you get big numbers of the missile tanks, they will instead crush the flash tanks at range before they can get close enough to take them out. So there's some awesome balance, like this natural balance in the game like that I always really liked. Early programming on Phantasy Strike fighting game, hyphenated, so that was probably Yomi. Yeah, that is true. Like, Serlin is very much convinced he is right. It makes me think of Ben Small now. Ben Small is secretly Serlin in disguise. But, yeah, that actually reminds me of a discussion when Diablo 3 came out. So, like, Serlin in the past has railed heavily against, say, for example, League of Legends is the fact that players aren't on even footing from the start, and you have to do like a tedious grind up to unlock the content and stuff like that. Now, Diablo 3 isn't multiplayer, but he's also complained about this in single-player games too. As far as I know, it's been a long time, so my apologies if there are any untruths in my statement here, but like I remember when Diablo 3 came out, like I was like bringing up the issue, like, so you have to play through the whole game and beat it on the trivial, like, garbage difficulty level to actually get to something that might be more engaging and challenging? How is that possibly a good thing? And basically the response was like, if you haven't played it, you can't say anything about it. Like, but it's like it's good. Like, yeah, I think this was in response to him like putting up a blog post or something saying that he was like actually really enjoying Diablo 3, and I'm like, well, what about this though? And like it was just this kind of brick wall. Like it wasn't like any discourse. I remember one of the other regulars there like actually messaged me. He's like, you're totally right. Like I don't know why he's like not acknowledging this at all, but like a lot of the like people that he has catered, or curated. That's actually a better word. It's still a weird word for people, but like the people that he has curated to be kind of in his posse, in his group, the people that he has helped check for balance issues and things like that. A lot of those people are cool people. Like I got to know a lot of those folks when working with Con Guy and stuff, and I definitely respect and like a lot of those folks. In fact, I should try to get like back especially when I start doing playtesting of on like I don't know, my next board game design or something like that. I should try to get in touch with some of those people again. I will pass on Commander Jim. Faux operative. Hey there, Eric Delamo. Okay, we're only 6 minutes beyond on chat now. The rant ratio has risen lately. Maybe, Draco. Maybe it was high all along. I don't know. I like discussion though. Like I'm fine. Like I know it's not necessarily the best for like my stream numbers and stuff like that, right? But there's definitely some folks that enjoy it. And I like having these sort of discussions. There's a lot of interesting stuff to discuss. Even if I needed to refill my drink at least an hour ago, and probably should have taken a break. But I want to catch up on chat before I take a break. And I'm still like 6 minutes behind. I'm never gonna catch up on chat because there's too many interesting things being discussed. Oh man. Android Netrunner is probably pretty good, Jim. I didn't really enjoy like the game of it I played, and it kind of felt like too much of an investment to get involved in. That's something I've like I was again talking about, like stuff like NetHack. Like I'm hesitant to make like a heavy investment in games for the most part anymore. I guess like Hearthstone probably applied when I was still playing Hearthstone. Like there's definitely a moderate investment there. There was a huge investment for League of Legends when I was playing that. And that's an investment that has constant upkeep costs too, right? Like if you want to stay on top of your game, you are always reading every patch, all the patch notes that come out all the time, and theory crafting how those changes affect the game, and every new champion, look at all their numbers, and like there's a lot to cover there if you really want to keep up in the game. And it was exhausting. I just eventually kind of got tired of it. There have been some long ones lately, Drago. That is certainly true. That is certainly true. That's right, Cooperative. And yes, as Baylor said, like, I meant to clarify this earlier when I was talking about it, but Diablo 3 is definitely better now than it was on release. Significantly so. I still probably never need to play it. I played a little bit of the beta when that was an open beta thing or whatever, and it was fine. But yeah, it's definitely improved now compared to what it was in release. But I don't really like any of those kind of games. Like it's just a grind. Like that's the entire game is a grind, and you're not really making interesting decisions for the most part. They don't archive anything on the Sirlin forums either, Drago. That's a bizarre choice. We're only 3 minutes behind now on chat. We're catching up. Hey, Tufam. Glad you enjoy it. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. They ruined Hearthstone. Arena sucks now. All I liked about Hearthstone was Arena. Like, I played exclusively Arena. I wasn't ever quite as good as I wanted to be at Arena, but I was pretty good. I think I was... When I was tracking wins, I was at about 6.8 to 6.9 wins per Arena. Sleep well, Jim. Yeah, what the Warsong Commander change was really weird, Draco. Like, it made sense to nerf it, and then they just decided to delete the card from the game effectively rather than just nerf it, right? I don't know if I don't know if I haven't kept up on Hearthstone at all, so I have no idea what's changed. But at the time, right, like I think Hearthstone Command or is that what it was called? Not Hearthstone. Something Commander. Warsong Commander. Was a 2/3 that gave all of your minions haste when you summon them or something, and then it was changed to only give or do something else very different that was way worse, and then it was still left as a 2/3. Like basically there was pretty much no reason it couldn't have been a 2/4 or a 3/3 instead, because then it would have been bad but still like kind of playable. But they just they gave this like stupid ass argument like being a 2/3 is part of the heart of the card or something like that. It was like, what the hell are you talking about? The stats of the Warsong Commander are not the heart of the card. That is not the heart of the card at all. That did happen, Hyphenated. Yeah, I was assuming you were like talking about the early stages of Yomi that you were working on for the online, I don't know, implementation or testing server or whatever of that. I don't know if I don't know if it was called Yomi then, but like a fighting game, card game in the Phantasy Strike universe was just Yomi as far as I know. Meanwhile, if we talk other Blizzard games, the sort of changes they've been making with Overwatch tend to be very good and very well thought out. I still haven't... I've kind of stopped playing Overwatch 2 for the past, like, month or something. I kind of need to get back into it. Overwatch is really good. Yeah, Ice Ranger. Freaking Ice... Oh, God. Like, I can almost... No, I basically can't understand. Like, I can almost play devil's advocate and understand, like, the theoretical, like, minor confusion or cards people already own and changing cards and stuff like that, but... Why do Magma Ranger and Ice Ranger both exist in the game? That's not... I hate that crap. I hate that garbage. That's just hot garbage as far as I'm concerned. I don't like that at all. Oh god. Oh, now I'm reminded of frickin' Tyrion? No, Tyrion's a good shmup game. Begins with the letter T. What, it's a bad, like pay-to-win collectible card game on Congregate or something. I think it begins with a T. What the heck was that game called? Now I gotta find out what the game's called. I'm never actually allowed to take a break. While I'm not taking a break, I will link the Road with Reckless Kickstarter though. Let's see. Let's get my ratings. It'll be at the bottom of my ratings here somewhere. As soon as the page actually loads. Alright, so we'll just flip those ratings around. There you go, Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit right there. Okay, so... Intense music for looking through the ratings, man. Tyrant. That's what it was called. Tyrant. Okay. Okay, we found it. So, Tyrant. Like, it still, like, had the addictive qualities enough that I actually kept playing it for a little while and was kind of hating it and hating myself for it. But, I distinctly remember a Tyrant. Let's kind of use like magic terms to compare or something, right? So let's say there was like a 1/1 creature that cost 1. There is also a 1/2 creature that cost 1. There's also a 1/1 creature with flying that costs 1. there's also a 1/2 creature with flying that cost 1. Like, it's excessive expansions and stuff, right? That you kind of have to pay money to get and stuff like that. It's just like, at one point I remember looking at a card and there was just like, literally, there's this card is strictly better than that one, this card is strictly better than that one, and this card is strictly better than that one. Like, it was 4 tiers of strictly better than. And it's just like, what are you doing? That's not how you, I don't, it's just madness, just madness. Oh, fair enough, literal fighting game. Interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Yeah, exactly, Devin. Yeah, like, the Overwatch design team is really, transparent and open about kind of their plans and changes, and they have good reasons and good changes. Like, let's say, like, D.Va, for example, like, she, like, if she was going to be buffed, like, a lot of people thought she needed to be buffed. I thought she was still pretty good even before she was buffed at all, but regardless. So people are talking about ways to buff D.Va, and they come up with, like, all these ways, like, moving while their guns are, like, not slowing down while she's shooting, things like that, but the main thing they come up with instead is just entirely change how her defense matrix works to be a lot more interactive and interesting of a mechanic. It's like, I never heard anyone talk about that as an option for upgrading it, but that was, like, way better than the other options that people, like, talked about. Yeah, Tyrion's a fun shmup game, PC shmup game, DOS era. Yeah, like, the thing about power creep, though, in Hearthstone is that it's digital. You don't need power creep in Hearthstone because it's a digital game. Well, it's complicated. To some extent, you still almost want just a little power creep to help keep things interesting. And prevent your design space from getting overly limited. It's definitely a complicated thing, but, like, as far as I'm concerned, there's just no reason for Magma Rager and Ice Rager to both exist. There's no benefit there, no interesting reason or worthwhileness to that at all. Well, yeah, it's, like, complicated, Baylor, as far as Kickstarter stuff goes, right? Like, I mean, if you truly need, like, the full amount of funding to make a game, then you don't have a game already made to be played. But it's a lot harder to sell. Another really good example for that is, like, board games, right? Like, if you're kickstarting a board game, pay up front for art before your Kickstarter. That's probably the single most important thing you could do when kickstarting a board game design, is have really good art to show off for your Kickstarter. You would think, like, logically, as far as, like, the idea of Kickstarter is like, okay, well, if they have really good mechanics, and they're trying to raise the money to be able to afford things like art, for example, and the production, that's what the Kickstarter's for, but it's still a marketing platform, and you need something to sell people on, and people like pretty pictures. So get some pretty pictures up for your game, and it'll do way, way better. That's super important. I do imagine the good art we had for Walk the Plank definitely helped its Kickstarter success. Yeah, always, like, involved devs and Devin. Like, that was really cool with, like, Necrodancer when that was still in, like, early access. Ryan Clark was always really, talkative to the community and, accepting ideas. Receptive, that's the word. Acceptive. That was kind of the, combo word I came up with there. But very receptive to, the ideas the community had, and, very focused on making sure things weren't stupid, even at a very high competitive level. So like a lot of stuff was changed or removed from the game so that like high score, like score runs or speed runs and stuff like that would actually be interesting and not like 100% down to you absolutely need to get this item to be able to compete for top score, otherwise it's automatically out of the consideration. Yes, if there's been changes with Genji, I think I saw someone talking about that, but yeah, I guess I haven't looked at the most recent Overwatch changes. And it's not like it's necessary to be active to make a good game and make changes to it. Like the FTL devs are not entirely inactive in the community, but they're pretty low key. They're really low key for sure. But it's definitely a nice plus. There have been a mighty number of games that end up disappointing on Kickstarter. Yeah, there you go, maybe Hype, a pendulum for power creep that is going up in one way, going down another way. It's harder, but potentially a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, that is true for some games, and if you can manage to do so and present more than just a concept, it will probably do better for that, especially if that playable demo is you know, pretty good. That definitely helps. Yeah, I have almost no interest in Path of Exile in games along those lines. Hey, Liatu. So, Full Operative, I didn't run the Kickstarter myself. Basically, we got Walk the Plank published through Mayday Games, and they ran the Kickstarter for it. Like, I helped a little bit, even moderately. Like, the initial, like, push when I like linked it on Reddit and started kind of doing an impromptu AMA about the game on Reddit, definitely helped give it a good initial push, I'd say. But oh right, Hype. Okay, I think I maybe did see that. Yeah, the double jump doesn't refresh from wall climb now. The ult's much shorter. Power rotation instead of power creep. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it too. play your game. I think you've been sorely misinformed. Like we don't play games here. That's well, we just talk about game design. Talk about like bad games sometimes. Freaking rock paper bullshit in Alex Kidd Miracle World. And we take breaks. That's what we do. We take breaks. Less so than the average streamer, though, really. But I do need a fresh beverage and all that jazz. Thank you for hanging out, folks. Hope you guys enjoying the discourse. And yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Until then, enjoy the music. Alrighty, we are back. The exits are like legitimately very hard for me to see in Devon. Like when I'm focusing on all the movement and other things going on in the map, they just visually look like background, like just like a pillar or an obstacle or something. So like they don't stand out to me whatsoever. That's pretty much my hope, Baylor Lord, right? Someone came into the stream trying to check out, let's see, it's Root of the Reckless. Do I want to back this Kickstarter? They just come in, it's like, my life is worse because I played Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit. And furthermore, Serlin's a crazy person, and that would be amazing. That's pretty much my hope in life, that we get a lot of people with that kind of experience, right? Song request. Yeah, I'm not gonna do song request. I'm actually curious if there's like very specific songs that you're getting tired of in the playlist, or if it's just generally like more wider ranging variety. Yeah, I don't know if like I could certainly end up playing Codex at some point. That's a thing that could happen. Certainly play plenty of board games. Both of those things, more FF9. How much FF9 do we have? We've got a decent amount of FF9. Like, I'm just, like, almost looking for distractions at this point, right? Like, how much FF9 do we got in here? That's a lot of FF9. It's, what, 18 songs from FF9? That's a pretty good amount from one single source. FF7 only has, like, 7. There's only 7 from FF7. There's 18 from FF9. What do you want from me? FF9 has even more than FF6. I love FF6. So, I mean, 18's a lot. We could potentially look, see if there's any more to get from FF9, but... Oh, playlist music stopped. What have we here? It's a game of some sort, and it hasn't crashed. We can look at that. I mean, FF8 is a terrible game, but it does still have some good music, and we should probably add a couple songs from FF8. That is probably true. I mean, yeah, we're at almost 700 songs in the playlist now. I actually added a couple more today. I'm sorry, Bailey. I actually wonder if I should do, like, I don't know, two ideas in that that realm are the idea of a like a dedicated game design discussion or etc. sort of like just talk show stream rather than having it always impromptu. And we've also got the potential of Scavenger was more gold. We want stuff that actually helps me survive now. We don't need to spend 50 scrap on a scrap recovery arm because we're dying in Sector 2. Like let's buy those tier 2 shields instead. That's the idea here. But yeah, like I was wondering if perhaps I should do dedicated streams of that sometime, or another possible consideration is actually just like make some specific like YouTube videos about like game design aspects and go into like basically write up a talk of those and like make a fairly concise video on specific points or something like that. Hey, Guro Sebi, welcome. I mean, most of 8's music is still good. My actual problem with 8's music was playing the game. I found the boss's like music didn't really fit the feeling of a boss fight much at all. So like, I dislike like after the hypeness of like 7's boss theme, like that was just a huge letdown, disappointment at the time. Oh, dude. Let's focus on trying to deflect the oh, something still killed the orb. After all that, I protected it, made sure it lived, and then it still gets smashed open. And then I just walk into this freaking dog raccoon jerk. But like the FF8's boss theme in a vacuum isn't too bad, but it just didn't sound very good to me as a boss theme. Oh, that's a crap test. Okay. Wizard Belt, what's that? What do we have? Yeah. Oh, there's a wall there. Okay, what else is still alive? Oh god. Wait, there's more now. They spawn more. Just get out. Where is the exit? I can't find the exit. The shadow thing shot an orb at the orb. Shot a projectile at the orb. Yep, that's a good call. Probably just want the pet, though, right? Always want the pet. I mean, thick skin's only 1 extra health like, for my current progression and level of skill. I still haven't got a really feel for what Chunky Mess actually does for me, but we'll play with it a little bit. I guess we don't actually have a highlighted video of my qualms with FF8 like we do with Earthbound, do we? I really don't think there's much good in FF8 except Triple Trad. Triple Trad's pretty good. Thick skin, sure. Okay, there's the exit. There's a Gauntlet Soul. almost walked back into that projectile there. What did we have before? Arc Pit? We'll go with Arc, I guess. Okay, the exit was kind of bottom right-ish, right? We saw it already. We'd like to kill the monsters. Oh, come on! I knocked the corpse into the orb, killed the orb that way. I like pulled it back to make sure I didn't hit the orb while I was punching the monster in the face. Oh, Shazbot. I'm gonna have to probably catch up on chat after this. I haven't played Heroes of Might and Magic 4. I've played 3, which still lives up fairly well today. I haven't played Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, also known as Mage Knight. Kinda seems like I would mostly just rather play, more, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 than, play Mage Knight. No! My orbs! That's what I wanted to do. I didn't, wait. Why didn't buy a potion? Sure takes a long time to explode, man. And this level ramps up. Barely even made it to this level before. This is intense. We're out of time! Ah, God. Would I do a Heroes of Might and Magic stream? I mean, probably not, but I could. Hey, squirrel. Samurai gun, huh? I don't think I'm familiar with a samurai gun. Smite. I mean, Pokemon's not very good either. But I don't have a very strong, nuanced opinion on Pokemon because I haven't played it, like actually played it recently at all. So I don't have a nuanced opinion on it like I do with Earthbound and some other things. Mewtwo. I always liked Mew 1 a lot more than Mew 2. Shadowrun Dragonfall, I think it was, right? That's on the big list of potential plays. Just watch that guy freaking out on my corpse. I would even like look at like that kind of looks like a creature from Yume Nikki, right? It's a crazy little monster there. I also haven't played Planescape Torment yet. Like that's something I probably just need to play, right? I don't know. It's in a weird spot. Like my understanding of Planescape's Torment is that it has one of the best storylines or stories or narratives you can find in a video game, and also has pretty atrocious gameplay. But, I mean, honestly, I've enjoyed enough of those kind of games and visual novels and stuff recently that, like, worst case, I'll probably still, like, enjoy it. Like, I give To the Moon a 7, and it's got nothing but story. So, doesn't even have writing, and Planescape Torment probably has better writing. Smite for hating Bubsy. People wanna kill your puppy. Nobody actually thinks Bubsy's a good game though, Smite. Don't you lie. Yeah, that's true, Armoritic. Yeah, you can. There's Vlad has got so many good games. So many good games. Never seen a game with an uglier interface than Planescape Torment. Interesting. Mystery of the Druids. I don't think I've even heard of that one. Okay, that's fair. Foaming at the mouth, defending Bubsy. That's another thing I would potentially. We're starting over apparently. Be interested in doing videos on, right? Just like actual proper review videos. Like, I've effectively done that often enough anyway. I don't have much interest in doing like a full-time review stance, but like, for example, like with specific games that are worth reviewing or talking about from a perspective not affected by nostalgia and stuff like that, like my opinions on Earthbound and stuff, could make a interesting video that can, I mean, like, I can just make a bunch of videos that are destined to get downloaded, right? Like, that's what we do if we're making a video about Earthbound not being great. That's just a video destined to get all the downvotes. That's okay, though. Well, what we do is we end it on a high note. Well, people downvote it before watching the whole video, though. That's the problem, right? Like, you end it by saying Earthbound's ending is actually really good. Do I want an offhand slash? I don't know, we could try it again. It's like a really slow charge up, but we can try it. Oh, I thought that was fully charged. So, I think that's probably questionable, right? Like, it does a sound effect indicating that it's, like, charged, but the first time you hear that, it doesn't actually do anything when you release it, right? That's what happened? Yeah, it doesn't do anything when you release it, the first time it makes a sound effect that it's charged. It has to do that sound effect twice to actually be able to do anything, so like I would probably suggest changing that. This is still slower than the like, there's no reason you would want the large arc over the gauntlet, is there? It seems to do most of what that does, just better. Maybe if the large arc does 2 damage and I didn't realize it, and this only still does 1. don't have any room. So, but if we do get another level, we'll probably pick up that Iron Pet. Where are the other monsters? Also, the timing, like, seems oddly, like, loose on, stage 2, like, even compared to stage 1. I don't know if that's actually the case, but it's kind of seemed like it. Like, it's pretty easy to just get a full clear with, plenty of room left on this stage. Hey, Lugandi! The book, welcome. Official Twitch rants, yeah. Who doesn't love shooting dinosaurs with a staple gun? I mean, I would have thought that maybe I couldn't have hated that, but I was proven otherwise. Like, yeah, I mean, the thing I try to do most, like, if I dislike something, I try to have a good reason for it. I mean, there's still stuff I'll dislike without a good reason. That's like, I'm still, you know, human. I'm certainly not perfect, but generally speaking, I do try to have a actual good reason for disliking it. Like, I feel like my reasons for yes, that is the correct answer for favorite rhythm game, Crypt of the Necrodancer. I would have also accepted U-Beat though. Would have also accepted U-Beat. I think a lot of the like hardcore rhythm people don't like U-Beat as much though. It's kind of an interesting spot. That's like one of the things I'm looking forward to the most at AGDQ. It's like they're gonna have like 5 U-Beat machines there. It'd be amazing. It's so quiet now. Oh yeah, I just realized there was music actually playing in the break area if you come in from a previous zone, and then it plays the rest of the song and then ends it. Okay. And yeah, I know the full clears get harder at higher levels and stuff. Though it's just that like it seemed like stage 1, it still like was a little tighter on time, and then stage 2 was like really loose. I wasn't paying super close attention to stage 1 a couple times, but a few times like it seems specifically stage 2 was a lot more open than I would have expected. Mario Kart 64, oh yeah. That's, I guess technically my second game I ever really speedran. I guess GoldenEye would be the first. Oh man, bananas. Yup. Gotta be Soraka auto attacks for bananas. I haven't had a chance to play Mario Kart 8, and it's a little weird, honestly, that I haven't played Mario Kart 8 at like one of the GDQs or something yet. It just still hasn't happened. Still hasn't happened. Oh man, Star Fox 64 was like impressively short for an N64 game, like in a pretty bad way, but I didn't actually buy it or anything at the time, so it wasn't filled with regret and sadness, but man, that is a short game. It's a super short game. I'm fully aware you can like replay it and get some alternative paths and stuff, but it's really short. I liked Bomberman 64, Baylor. I liked Bomberman 64, even single player, man. Like it wasn't like, oh, this is the best thing ever, but I liked Bomberman 64. It's kind of a fun speedrun too, to watch anyway. I don't speedrun in 3Ds very much. 22 times, thanks. Thanks, Penguin Knight. Maybe I should just trust Penguin Knight. He said it was impossible to make it any further than I made it, so... That, like, deflect is kind of weird with those, too. Yeah, we'll take the Iron Patch, sure. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. Oh, God. Did not see that it was trapped. It's kind of an interesting thing, like, this game is, oh, I didn't see that dog! This game is so fast-paced that you can actually, like, label the chest as, trapped, and, it's still pretty easy to get caught by it, because, like, there's so much going on, you gotta worry about a lot of stuff. Got base boots, or no, I've got running, yeah, let's keep running. Ready? Mario Kart 8 has fire hopping? I don't know what fire hopping is. Ooh, good job, Iron. Just gonna just eat that delicious shot right in the face. You got me covered on that. Can I punch through the walls? Oh, okay. It looked like, I know that's not what that monster does, but it looked like it, like, dashed up and, did I do an offhand? Oh, I did do an offhand thing. I already forgot about that. I haven't been using that. Oh, I just got hit on that free. It's free. There's, oh, I smashed open the chest with that, too, huh? Get out of here, apparently. Reflect belt. Oh, really? Just got hit by a slime. Don't know that I want to actually call them slimes though. Still thinking Slimes is doing like a slam attack. That actually hit me? What? Surprised that hit me. Yep, same with the cursed items. Well, Mario Party was the blister sport. So Mario Party 1 was awful for that. They specifically fixed most of the worst parts of that and like destroying your controller with Mario Party 2. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the PlayStation Bomberman. That's fine. And it's interesting, I don't know, like, I probably have a slightly better chance, yeah, I would say I do have a better chance of succeeding starting from the beginning, because then we have more orbs. Probably just, well, can we get like 2 pets? Or grab bag was pretty good last time. Alright, what's in the grab bag? Invincible longer, 1 HP, 8 spell charges, and a pet. Oh, that's... I guess you always get that from a grab bag? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's get a couple pets then. Wasn't anything else for 50, was there? No. Hey, Gamma. Oh, also, for those who caught the Monsters and Monocles, I don't know, in-depth discussion, remember how we were talking about how one of the bigger problems was that it is way too easy and like, we just optimally are playing through it carefully and slow. But this game's already made sure that's not a problem. The timer's probably even too tight at early levels, but then again, I guess we haven't enabled the thing that gives us more time, have we? So I still don't think I like this song at all. Also, sword fight. Okay, I didn't. I thought I was on the other thing. I thought I was on this. Rude game. Rude. Piles of money. Oh, I just got ranked for no reason. No. I'm definitely feeling some nuke throne tension where it's like everything can hit me. I need somewhere safe to be. Alright, what do we got here? Yes. More friends. Like friends. Look at this, even more friends. Like, yeah, let's just go ahead and spawn those friends. Let's just... No. Watch out for the turret. Oh my god. I just do not like the spells. Like, I can't use them and not feel sad about it, basically. Like, there was like an aiming delay on the shockwave too. It felt like it's quite possible I just was bad. But like, it felt like I aimed to the right, hit shockwave, and then like, aimed up and it just shot up instead. You can break the turrets? I tried to break the turrets. It didn't do anything. I thought. Probably just thought I had, and that's one of the worst things that could happen in a game, right? Where it's like, well, I guess I can't do such and such, but like you just like slightly missed or slightly screwed up, and you just forever like think that you can't do something. Well, like I'm not sure, like, how I feel about a lot of the soundtrack. Even like I enjoy the chiptune music. I'm not sure quite how well it actually fits with the game. I'm not sure. Like it's like it's functional. It's like I enjoy the music. It's pleasant, but I'm not sure how I feel about it in the context of this game. I was thinking Yume Nikki out of Slug. But that's just because that's more recently in my head. I can definitely see a little Miyazaki there. Yeah, I figured you would have to hit them while they're up, but... maybe it like popped right back down as I thought I hit it or something. Man, that was... I guess that was our closest yet, right? But does the grab bag also give you just that pet temporarily, or is that permanent? I wasn't paying attention to that. I might think a little less of the grab bag if it's... I'm like, this is pretty good. Food! Not that I have room to upgrade that right now anyway. And as far as like music feel, I'm gonna have a lot harder time like actually suggesting an alternative of a style or anything like that. But it just like, even with the music that I enjoy, it just doesn't quite seem to fit the like feel of the game to me. I don't know. I'd be actually curious to hear other people's thoughts on that specifically. Like, even if you like, say, like a track like this, how well do you think it actually fits the gameplay we're experiencing here? The hobos. Yes, it is like the hobo life. Stabbing people with my hobo knife. Oh. It feels like he also probably shouldn't be like saying something about the level being unstable as you're already being shot. It feels like there should maybe be another, I don't know, second or so delay, maybe 1.5, 2 seconds on the level timer before stuff starts actively shooting at you. That kind of, oh god, falls back towards general feeling of, like, not letting the player feel cheated as much as possible. Like, like, they feel a little more confident. Like, and it, like, there's still the tension of trying to get out, but they like have a little more time to succeed as that tension is building. It's again something that won't really affect or matter with experienced players. That's not a definite, but definitely not a definite, but definitely. But something to consider anyway. It's so hard to actually recognize that. Wait, that's... I thought that was 3 hits. Must have, really? Blocked both of those? Oh god. Already gonna be shot at. No, that's a worse belt. Do we have the key? No, we don't have the key. Oh god. Big problems. Problems right. What? Okay, I don't actually understand how that one hit me. I guess it like hit my orb and that caused it to hit me with the explosion. Because I'm confident I dodged that. Is that the key? No? Did I just double? Did I just double? That makes sense for another one of those, sure. Didn't get to see what it was. I just saw that it said this is intense. I couldn't even find the key. Radiant Ice with the exact live pro tips as usual. The pet dies, it goes forever on the grab bag. Okay, that's way worse. I was like, man, you don't get to choose your pet, but I'll take a random pet. But then it goes away. Okay, that makes more sense. And you get like some amount of extra iframes. Gotcha. Okay, so the Iron Pet's supposed to make those explosions not hurt you, but it's bugged. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. It's like, there's definitely things that, like, feel wrong, but I was just bad on. But that one specifically, I'm like, I completely dodged that, and I'm upset. Okay. Backpack of lies. Fair enough, Radiant Eyes. Fair enough. What about a bag of holding? A bag of holding lies. So Swordfire is apparently considered one of the better pets by cost. Oh, does Swordfire do both the fire and the arc attack? Like I haven't. It's as I've mentioned repeatedly, it's very hard to actually keep track of everything happening. Or dodging. Hard to hit. Sure. Is there any reason not to use a potion of experience right away? Dodge belt doing work there. Just another Book of Fire. Okay. Oh god. Already. Basically, you get kind of the audio cue as your character starts talking and you're already being shot at, yeah. Don't have enough lives to fill a bag of holding. That's fair. Oh god. That was a friend, actually. Still freaked me out. Nope. I don't. I consider that like a downgrade over the base art. So. Oh god. Damn. That's the worst. I think following up my attacks on the hobos is pretty important. Oh, what? So you can do that simultaneously with this other attack. Alright, there he goes on that. It takes so long to explode, too. See you later. Sword fire pets shoot fireballs that swing swords. Okay, fair enough. The key is usually in the furthest possible room from the exit. So that's the algorithm, and that's why it's set up. Like, I still think it's probably best that it just can't start, like, probably on your immediate screen of vision upon entering a level. Let's see. Audio cue for, or like audio description rather, for picking up items and stuff. That's a tricky one, right? Because that could easily get annoying for more experienced players. So you would maybe make an option to turn it off, but then you're still paying voice actors for relatively small thing that some people aren't even gonna want. Not sure. That's not like terrible idea, but it probably has enough issues that it's not the route to go for that one. We're closer this time. Hey, Glendris. Yeah, like, No, I kind of agree to that. Like, if you notice, I kind of did like a pause there, where like you could have an option to turn it off. Like, I don't think options are inherently a bad thing, but like I've definitely like that would actually probably be my first like talk, right? Like if I did a like game design YouTube video specifically. I would probably like start by like a talk about how options are not always a good thing. Like, just more options are not always better for a lot of reasons. Yeah, and color blindness. One person to actually talk to. Half coordinated. As far as not specifically colorblind, but game accessibility in general. Should just be half coordinated on Twitter, I believe. I could find his contact otherwise if you can't find him for some reason. But like, yeah, he's a gamer that like basically only has real use of one of his hands, and he's been a very like cool dude as far as advocating for various types of accessibility in games, and talking with devs that contact him with ideas of how they can implement more accessibility into their games. So that's someone to potentially talk to on that line. We've got dodging belt, right? Yeah. Grab a potion of friendship, I guess. That's probably worth it, just for the little bit of extra survivability there. Do I want a hand gust that I'll probably keep forgetting to use, but probably is pretty good if I use it? Sure. It seems expensive for a potion of friendship, but I've got the money, so we're gonna buy it. Right. Like it's definitely possible that like the way the game's set up, like the colors end up working fine, that people can distinguish stuff, especially when like the orbs aren't all like the same kind of shape and stuff, and things like that down the line. But it is something to keep in mind for sure, because even just from a markability perspective, that is a relevant portion of potential game players that will be more interested in the game if it has those sort of features. But as with all the dev stuff that can be done, it takes time. Offhand upgrade. Okay. So we've got we got double gust now. Okay. I pause on the chest when I go to open it now. It's like, oh god, is it cursed? Yeah, one of those already. We don't. Let's just not even go down there. Even though a bunch of stuff just died and gave me experience, so that was pretty cool. Like, they're just getting wrecked. I'm just going. Let's just go. We can go to the next level. Okay, we're out of here. We're rowdy. What is this? Is that supposed to happen? That kind of looks like something failing, but there it goes, okay. Somehow we didn't get wrecked and all that, so that was nice. Oh wow, you get so many friends at this this like floor. It's like maybe based on the floor you're at. I can see why finisher potions actually cost stuff now. Quite a bit of slow down. Okay, we got him dead. We got him. Oh yeah, there's also a missing kind of sound effect for smashing the oh no, gosh. The turrets. Oh, jeez, we're so out of time. Flying boots. Oh, well, we got the key. I suppose we are able to start from a new checkpoint now. Maybe? This is not a game I can really follow chat while playing. Especially since, like, it auto advances to the next level. Like, that's a very specific thing that is useful for, like, me and, like, a dozen other people, but, like, I guess I could probably just pause at the beginning. Like, I like the natural, like, feeling pause, but, yeah, I can always just manually pause. It's not really an issue. So if there's a mode that made it look like all the colors are the same. Perfect. Monochrome mode. How about that?